It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Lions at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and
this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost,
and this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 69 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense.
And a nice stiff arm and opens room to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. But during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll try to run the option here. Past the 20. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what?
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Bears have cut it back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They go play action here on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They get this out left. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. From 17 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears now ready to take over again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Hold it ready.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And this is caught by Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run in the victory. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And one more time, here's Kirk. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
These guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown lead.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Come 19! Come 19!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Badgley on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nut.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll look to throw again.
Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he's going to be stopped at right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So out now come the Lions. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
18, pioneer.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but
Man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6. That's caught at the 1. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from a yard out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses